Joe is a client who uses his lower extremities to propel his wheelchair. Joe had a stroke around 15 years ago and has left-sided hemiplegia with limited use of both upper extremities as well as fixed kyphosis and scoliosis. Because Joe has hemiplegia, he uses his right leg predominantly to provide force for propulsion. Joe lives in a small home with little room to navigate. To mobilize, he needs to swivel on his wheelchair to manage tight spaces. Because of these challenges, Joe made his own wheelchair that has 4 casters. While it maneuvers well in his home, the wheelchair does not have a wheel lock mechanism and does not support his positioning. The lack of a suitable chair limits Joe's performance in safely mobilizing in his home and performing his self-care routine. The challenge we are trying to solve is to design a wheelchair that can be propelled and operated with one foot comfortably within a tight indoor environment that is safe, comfortable, and efficient while being operated solely with one lower extremity. Existing solutions include a standard wheelchair that supports seating but cannot be turned on a dime to navigate tight spaces within the home, especially when using lower extremities. Vila is a brand that offers office-style chairs for indoor mobility. Vila chairs have 4 casters and are designed to be propelled using the lower extremities. However, Vila chairs lack wheel locks on casters that can be operated with the lower extremity, seating requirements and adaptability to support scoliosis and kyphosis, or IT blockers to support positioning during lower extremity propulsion, mounting options for accessibility features and equipment, and dump seat features to limit forward slipping in the seat. Our design encompasses the maneuverability of a Vila chair with the seating positioning and mounting options of a standard wheelchair to maintain and account for Joe's mobility, positioning, and skin integrity. We would involve an engineer during the design phase to help determine the design of the chair, type of casters, and devise a suitable locking mechanism. They could also design options for adjustable seat height, seat tilt, and seat elevator that could be added to support transfers. An assistive technology technician would be consulted to understand design for mounting options and to support usability. Lastly, we would involve Joe and other clients who propel using their lower extremities to trial the prototype. This would support design principles of seating and positioning, locking and unlocking casters, and ensure the wheelchair is simple and intuitive to operate and adjustable for different body types. Our solution is a chair that is specifically designed to be operated and propelled with one lower extremity. This wheelchair would have 4 casters to support tight turning, a wheel lock that can be applied with the feet through locking casters, and seating and positioning that can be supported through seat dump and/or IT blockers to limit forward sliding of the buttocks. Some limitations include that small caster wheels may roll less efficiently, impacting the overall efficiency of the wheelchair. For example, it may be quite challenging to propel on rough terrain such as over bumps or on thick carpet. Secondly, 4 casters may cause the wheelchair to be poor at tracking when on a cross slope. For these reasons, the wheelchair will be designed primarily for indoor use. Joe is a real client who specified the type of wheelchair he needed because no suitable alternative existed. Design ideas were sent to Makers Making Change, who explained that the wheelchair was feasible for a custom build. We would evaluate this wheelchair by using the wheelchair outcome measure to determine if there is an increase in satisfaction when participating in important occupations. We could also analyze if comfort, positioning, and skin integrity have improved. Lastly, we could use the psychosocial impact of assistive devices scale, which would assess the psychosocial impact of the wheelchair on functional independence, well-being, and quality of life. By using our wheelchair design, our hope is that Joe and other individuals who propel using their lower extremities are able to safely and satisfactorily participate and engage in meaningful daily occupations.